I start telling people about hell, I might just scare them off. Where are you going to scare them off to? Hell number 2? Or are you just going to sit there and let them burn?
This is Chris from Don't Let Them Burn. Welcome to a little brief update about many things. I have somebody here asking me questions, but they don't want to be on camera. So guess what? They're not going to be on camera. So I know this is not my usual audio quality, but I guess this will work for now. What questions do you have to go?
In your opinion, do you feel that the rapture is closer because of what we read in the news about with the Russia and the Ukraine?
Well, since the rapture is imminent, it can happen at any time, but no event is going to cause the rapture to happen, but the rapture will cause other events to happen. Does that make sense? Because, people talk about Gog and Magog and all this stuff. We don't really know what this is occurring right now. We see a lot of interesting things happening in the Middle East with the Arab countries, Muslim countries, with Persia and all these things that are written about in the Bible. And if you want to go check that out, go to the Old Testament, Isaiah, and places like that. And you might find some interesting things if you haven't been studying Bible prophecy. So there's 2 Gog and Magogs. Make sure you study that and see what that's all about.
What's your opinion about Putin? Some people think he's a good guy, and some people think that he's not. What do you think?
Well, there's certain sects of Christianity in that region of the world that believes that Putin is a Christian. Whether he's not or is, I don't know. But everything that's going on right now has a lot of moving parts. Some people are saying that Russia should do what they're doing because the Ukraine is so corrupt, and it is. We have Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, other people that use the Ukraine for all sorts of nefarious means and money laundering and stuff like that. So if you've just heard of the Ukraine and you have no idea what's going on over there, then you're in for a treat when it comes to things that you could talk about. I'm being vague for a reason. But what they have over there that is verified is the U.S. Through the Pentagon and one of the other alphabet groups is biolabs that people are questioning, and some people are just finding out about. Does this have to do with what we're going on with now? The bug? I don't know. But the fact that these biolabs are over there, they're not over there to make the world better. Let's put it that way. These labs are creating or expanding on weapons. Let's put it that way. Anything else?
Well, we see that the gas prices are going to go up, and I'm a little concerned with that. Why is it that all of a sudden, because one thing led, Putin goes into the Ukraine, all of a sudden the gas prices go up and it's only 2 days later? Why is that?
Because we're dependent on Russian gas, not our own natural resources that Obama wanted us to get rid of, not rid of, but he didn't want us to produce our own oil. Trump came in, we started producing our own oil, our own energy. We weren't energy dependent on other countries. Now that we have the geriatric leader in charge, which he's not anyway, we know that somebody else is pulling the strings. This could be number 44's third term. If you don't believe that, it's okay. But number 46 have us dependent on Russia now. Are we still getting oil from OPEC? I'm not sure. If you don't know what OPEC is, pretty much the Persians, the oil family over there. So there's a lot of questions to answer regarding our energy and whatnot. But one thing is, remember there's something out there called Build Back Better, which is Obama's plan through whatever other sources are out there. That's to get us to be on all this Green New Deal and environmental acts like what's it called again, from the Paris Accords. It's to get us to be with self-driving cars, and our energy will get taxed rather brutally. And a lot of you have seen our energy prices go up, especially in California. It's gone up some places 40-something%. You might want to look on that, research it for yourself. So not everybody's getting hit as hard as, say, California or whatnot, but every time these blue cities do something, it impacts everybody else later, especially when it comes from California. So you want to do your own research on that. But yeah, imagine if our gas prices go, $6-7. Well, Trump already warned about that. This is before anything had to do with Russia, because the Biden administration has done a lot of things to hurt this country, whether you believe it or not. So I'll leave that there.
Do you think it's pre-planned that this gas was going up, since it happened as soon as the news came out that Russia had invaded the Ukraine?
I don't have all the answers on that, but before any quote-unquote invasion happened, I knew it was going to happen, because war makes other people richer. That's something that happens in history, especially some people throughout history, they got into wars to deflect from their popularity, which wasn't high, right? So they would start a war, and that would get people off of them. So a lot of this is distraction, but there are other things going on. Remember, I mentioned the biolabs, and you can look that up. I'm not making it up. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's not just something going around. I mean, be careful what you're reading now, but go look for it yourself, okay? So many different answers, but I don't have all the answers. I haven't been able to really dig into all the little variables going on with that nation over there. So, I mean, we're in the times that make people feel very uncertain about where the world is going to go day by day. And that's the thing, to take it day by day. That's what Jesus told us. If you don't belong to Christ, then you probably don't know that. You need to come to Jesus today.
Okay, he says that we're going to be having birth pains. Do you think that's what we're going through right now?
Well, this opinion is not opinion. This is fact. This fact is going to have people disagreeing with me, or probably even turn off the video. But as some of you know, I'm in Bible college, and studying some of this stuff right now regarding the rapture, the end times, and all that. And in Jewish culture, the birth pangs are before the Messiah, that before he returns. And in theology, and from the Bible, it's also the time of the 7-year tribulation. So the birth pangs started at the beginning of the tribulation for the Jewish people, all the way to where Christ returns. And of course, they have to see that the Messiah, the Antichrist, is not the Messiah. So that all of that is the beginning of how should I say it? The time of the birth pangs. It's within the 7-year tribulation. The middle of the tribulation is the Great Tribulation, and it's also the time of Jacob's trouble. God is going to set all that straight. What happened with the Jewish people, and also, in Revelation 12 we see Satan coming down with great wrath against the Jewish people. Jacob's trouble. It's a part of it right there, you know. So the birth pangs, I know a lot of people, Matthew 24, they think that a lot of it's for us in this time. And, you know, without knowing what the scripture's really teaching, yeah, it could seem that way because we see the earthquakes and the tsunamis and the rumors of war. Look at what's going on today. But that's not about, the birth pangs are not about what's going on right now. It's what happens during the tribulation. That's my answer.
So the rapture happens first before the birth pains begin.
Yeah.
Now, I was having another conversation with somebody, and they said that the temple doesn't have to be rebuilt. It could be a tent. What is your feelings on that?
I heard that too. And I understand why they're saying that. I'm on the side of it could be rebuilt before the tribulation, or it can get built during the tribulation because of the amount of time it would take to build a temple is not going to be massive years. It's, some say 6 months, some say a little bit sooner than that. You know, not sooner, but the time frame of constructing it, it could be 3 months, 6 months. We have the technology now to build it that fast. So the way things are going, and we don't know all the answers. You know, no one will. But the way things are going, with all the convergence going on with tech and with the Middle East, with the nation of Israel, this World Economic Forum, what's going on with the Great Reset and all this stuff. We don't know if God is going to turn any of this stuff around or not, right? And so since they have all the materials and they're not like trying to wait too long here, you know, they've talked to imams and all. For those that don't know, that's the leadership in the Islamic community, and a lot of these people are agreeing to build it. You know, there are other wars that are going to happen to where that community that fights against Israel they're going to get decimated by God. So there's so many different variables. What's going to happen during the tribulation? What's going to happen before the tribulation? When is the tribulation? A lot of us just don't know. But what we know is Bible prophecy is being fulfilled in front of our eyes, and it's been being fulfilled rapidly since I think the beginning of the 2000s. It's been happening before that since 1948, but I've seen rapid progression as God has allowed me to live, you know, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it too. So that's my little so-so answer to that.
Okay, well, there also in the works these temples that are going to be for all the religions to meet in one place that the Pope is in charge of.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that it could be built on top of the Temple Mount where the Dome of the Rock is.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion of that? Could they be building that temple for the one world religion, or is it going to be a replica of the old temple?
Oh, I think it'll definitely be a replica in a modern sense too. Like they have all the pieces. They have a 3D representation of what it's going to look like. Everything basically. There's so much to talk about right there. You know, I think it'll be a real temple, like not just a tent. Because the reason why is because they have the doggone blueprints and everything. Everything is ready. So I would assume they want something more grandiose than just a little tent. And also they've been doing mock sacrifices there for a couple of years now, right? So I think it'll be a literal temple, not the temple of man and all that stuff that the people allegorize. And plus you have, I can't remember the name of the triune temples that they're trying to build in places around the world. I think 3 distinct locations. You have supposed Christianity, Islam and a Jewish temple all in one place, because this is all leading to the global religion, the one world religion, the Antichrist coming, and all this stuff. So, hey, we're in some interesting times that I didn't think I would actually see, to tell you the truth. I had this tunnel vision of how things could play out, based on certain books, certain movies, and people just talking about this stuff. So you get this little tunnel vision, and then God just showed you something different. For instance, we heard about plagues and all this stuff in the tribulation, not before, but we knew that bioweapons exist and all this stuff, but we didn't expect to see something, whether you believe it's a bioweapon or not, come on the scene and throw the whole world a curveball. I mean, I'm pretty sure many of us had plans for 2020, and it all got shook, even mine's, right? Even for this ministry, everything got shook. So no one saw it coming except for a few people. When I say saw it coming, I mean, see, I can't even say everything I want to say, and I don't like censoring myself. You guys know what we're dealing with. Some people in 2019 saw it coming, not just from the mock 201 convention, but people were alert to a certain thing that would be mandatory globally. It's 2019, October. It would be mandatory globally, and it would change some things about your biological system. Anyway, that was 2019. And so now we're where we are in 2022, and we'll see where this takes us, because the world is headed for some interesting times. I just found out this morning that while we weren't looking, some passport technology was passed through our government here in the U.S. So you want to look that up, by the way, and I might share it. Check me out in my public forum on Telegram. I'm going to share that there. So a lot of stuff going on, people, and I know I'm being vague on a lot of this stuff, but I don't want to talk out of turn. Okay, I can only give you what's fresh in my mind right now. All right, what else? That's it. So, hey, thanks for joining. Don't forget, dontletthemburn.com. Don't forget to share this video, like, subscribe, share wherever you are. We're on many different platforms, Odyssey, YouTube, of course, and you can find us a lot of places. Also, we have a locals channel where you could you might get some exclusive stuff there, and also Patreon. You could help us out through PayPal, and however you choose to. We have our shirts and everything like that. So we got some big announcements coming up, so be on the lookout. All right, see you guys later.